Hello, and welcome to Dickinson's Real Deal. On this show, I help members of the public get the very best price for their antiques and valuables. I give them a choice. Sit down with one of our regular deals. Now, they're going to try and buy your treasures off you for a sum on the table today.
£300.
I think that's a nice place to start.
If I don't think that's enough money, I'm going to say there's no way, Jose. Don't accept that. Have a gamble. Go to auction. We might just get you a little bit more money there.
Any further bids now in the room?
I'm going to be on hand at all times to help and advise, so you have nothing to worry about. Today, the show comes to you from Warrington. There's a great crowd of people here. They've been here since early this morning. What are they going to do? Are they going to walk away with cash in their pocket? Are they going to gamble and go to auction? I don't know. But I know one thing. They want the real deal.
There's a lot of people for our dealers to meet today. Let's begin with a real Cheshire charmer.
Hello, Georgina. Nice to meet you.
Tim. Nice to meet you.
Now, you've brought a bracelet along today. Can you tell me a little bit about how you acquired it?
I had an admirer a few years ago.
Did you now? Have you still got that admirer?
No, unfortunately, he died. Yeah.
But have you replaced him with another admirer?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, quite sure.
I don't know if you're not telling me the truth there.
No. No, the right one hasn't come along.
The right one hasn't come
And
along.
I'm getting too old now.
Georgina, the right one could be out there for you.
Yeah.
Could be watching this now
Yes.
and think, that's the girl for me. So, moving back to the bracelet. Is this something that he bought for you?
Yes.
And is it something that you wore?
Yes, I've worn it a lot. And this is one of many.
One of many. There's a little mark there, Georgina, which says 375, which means that it's 9 carat gold.
Right.
And it probably dates from sort of the 1980s, 1990s, that sort of period.
Right.
Would that be about right?
Yes, I suppose so, yeah.
It's tricolour gold, so
Yes,
you've got
it is, yeah.
3 different colours of gold, and it's quite a valuable bracelet.
Yes.
So, have you got any idea of its value?
You tell me, Tim.
Are you going to be hard work with me today?
No, I don't think so, because I think you're very fair, and
Right.
yeah, I think I'll be all right with you, Tim.
Well, let's try and buy it off you, Georgina.
Right.
So 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400.
Keep going.
450, Georgina. What did I tell you about getting an admirer? And here he is.
Well,
Hello,
you know,
David.
I'm here to do a job, really, to help.
And you do it very well,
To
David.
help our sellers, but also I have to be fair to our dealers. Now, the independent value, as I was saying, between £400 and £500. The scrap value today is about £510. I'm going to say to you, I don't think you can get any more money by going to the sale room. But if you wish to go, I'd only be too happy to take you. But in my opinion, that is a very fair price.
Thank you, David.
Do you want to think to that,
And
Georgina?
yes. Well, I would like you to buy it.
Would you? At £450?
No.
Well, what about, Georgina?
Oh, don't bring those
No,
out.
no, you're not having 500. So don't even go there.
Oh,
it's
it's
not
worth-
happening. 460.
No, it's very pretty. And you.
We were getting along so well, me and
Well,
you.
we are going to get on well if you go a little bit more than that. Let's round it off and finish it and get it back to your shop.
I can tell why you had a few admirers. Look, if I take that away, Georgina...
And put another red one
No,
down.
you're not having another
Aw,
red one.
Now, you know I think the world of you. Now, you're going to go down in my estimation now.
No, 470, Georgina, come on.
Don't disappoint me. I I'm trying to get my new driveway done, and I'm a long way off that yet.
Look, I'll come and put a bag of gravel down for you, Georgina, myself. 480.
Oh, you're not going to lose it for another £20, are you? I mean, that would be so unlike you, Tim. Come on.
490.
You're not going to do me out of 10.
Do you out of the 10? It's me.
It's like watching paint dry, isn't it?
Purely for the entertainment factor that you've given me today, I'm going to put that tenner on there. Have we got a deal? Thank you very much. You are a star.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with Tim.
She's like a bank robber. She absolutely had me there in the palm of her hand and she squeezed me.
I still say he's lovely.
You can say that again, Georgina. Let's see if Sharon can give Ian Towning a run for his money with her sporty collection.
I'm looking forward to the deal. I'm hoping to get 3 figures for them.
Hi, I'm Ian.
Hello, pleased to meet you.
All medals on running, except for one that seems to be on cricket.
Yeah, I don't know where that one came from.
Very
but the rest
sporty person.
But they belong to my father-in-law, and he was a reservist for the Olympics.
Is there anyone in here that's your favourite?
I like this one. I would probably like it to go on a chain and have it around my neck or something, but other than that...
Often now, when we buy a watch chain, you'll find them on a watch chain.
Right, that's where they're
with
from.
some sort of sporting trophy. So they still have a use. If they haven't been engraved on...
I think there's a couple without any engraving on, but the rest have got engravings
Most
on.
of them have, yes. Have you ever had them valued?
Never.
Never had them valued?
No, they've just been in these original boxes in a cupboard. They've got hallmarks on the ones that are silver and gold.
It's really a thing that needs to go to somebody in the athletic field who would appreciate them. So I'm going to make you an offer
That's
and
fine,
see what
yeah.
happens. Okay.
I've got a figure in my mind, so...
You got a figure in your
I
mind?
have got a figure in my mind, yeah.
Okay. Let's hope it's not too high up there.
It depends.
Depends. Well, 50, 60, 70. I have no idea. 75. You know, because I don't understand it, it's quite a tough one.
I know,
You
okay, I
know,
appreciate that.
It needs to be in the right place to be sold, you know.
Now, you know, Ian, I think you're underrating these because they are pre-Olympic type medals.
Yeah.
They're from the 1920s and 1930s.
Yeah.
Chariots of Fire. 80 to 120 is where the independent valuers have placed their estimation. It's different, Ian.
Yeah,
I mean,
very
I would have
different.
thought you would have liked these.
I have no outlet for it, you see.
But I know you're an athlete.
Yes,
It
I
does
am.
look athletic, doesn't it?
He runs around Chelsea, as you do. No, I think these are a good lot. So I'm going to say, take them to auction. Let's see if we can run off with a great price at the auction room.
I think David's right.
Thank you.
I really do think David's right. Have you ever been to auction?
I've never been to an auction before.
Never. Well, here's your opportunity, so good luck in auction.
Thank you very
Thanks
much
a lot.
indeed. Thank you. The deal worked fine. I learnt an awful lot from Ian, and I'm really glad to be going to auction.
Well, let's hope Sharon's made the right decision. Let's nip across to the sale room where auctioneer Max Blackmore is under starter's orders.
Are they going to ring a bell with someone here in the sale room? Ian Towning offered £75. I don't think it's a lot of money when you consider some of them are 9-carat gold and some are silver. Let's see what happens here in the sale room. Let's see if there is a buyer.
What are we going to say to start with on this lot? We'll start at 80. 80 on commission. 80 bid.
No messing, £80 on commission. Suddenly jumped to life from nowhere.
110, 120, 130, 130. No, you're out on the phone. The commission bid's out. We're in the room at 130 and selling.
Satisfied and pleased?
Very pleased, yes, thank you very much.
Well, you've heard what Sharon says. She says, yes, it did have legs in the room. It did run. It ran up to 130 quid. Take away the commission and she's going home with £107. That was a lot better than she was offered on the dealer's day. And so that is the real deal.
Back in the den, Mark's hoping to tempt Helen Gardner with an item that's close to home.
It's a Scottish sign. The dealer's Scottish, so hopefully that's the right dealer for the piece.
Probably come off a ship or maybe a crane. But anyway, it's quite amusing and I'm quite liking it. You've brought in Clyde built. What can you tell me about this?
I can tell you it's about 100 years old. That's all I know. I got it off of a friend of mine who lives on a barge, and that's all he could tell me about it. It's about 100 years old.
Well, I'm not so sure it's 100 years old, but
Really?
I do like it. I think by the style of it, it's from about the 1940s, by the style of the plaque and by the style of the writing. Now, I know something about Clyde built.
Do you?
I'm from the Clyde.
Right, yeah.
It might have been off a boat. It might have been on the ladders of a boat because there were cast iron inside the ladders.
Right.
It also been off a crane. They made big cranes there too.
Yeah,
But they did build fabulous boats on the Clyde.
yeah.
But it's just a sign. It's just a cast iron sign. How much money do you want for it, Mark? You're not going to tell me, are you?
A good wedge towards the bathroom's weight.
I'll put some money on the table. Whether I can buy it or not,
Yeah.
entirely up to you. 20, 40. How about £50 for your sign, Mark? No? You think not? A lot more than that?
Yeah,
Do you think it's worth a lot more than that?
I do, yeah.
How about if I make it £100?
I would say no to 100.
You would say no.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's Clyde built, I'll go to 120. I think that's going to be my last bid on it, so maybe you'll have to try auction, but there's 120. Here's David to give you some advice.
Now, first of all, Mark, did you know that the wee Helen was on the show today?
I didn't, no.
Had you have come any other day, it's a bit of old scrap iron. But because the wee Helen is here, from north of the border,
Yep.
this is a treasure. 1 to 150 is what they're saying. You've got 120 quid. You can gamble in the auction and go there, but really, it needs to go back across the border, up to Scotland with this wee lady to Cromarty. Great lady, great dealer. She'll love that.
I do love it. I do love it. And I'm offering 120 quid. In fact, I'll give you another tenner, and that's me finished. There's £130.
I thought I'd accept 150 off you, otherwise I'd try the auction.
You're pretty tough. You won't budge from 150. I'm going to have to pay 150 for it because I really want to have it. I think it should go home.
Okay.
If I have to pay 150, I'll pay 150. Have we got a deal, Mark?
Lovely, yeah.
Got a
Thanks.
deal?
We've got a deal.
Thank you very much, and I take it back home.
Lovely, thanks.
Thank you. I had to pay what it costs to buy this, but I love it. It's going home. It's going back to where it should be.
And that was worth every Scottish pound. Coming up, if you go down to the den today, you're sure of a big surprise.
Now, what's a big, strong lad like you doing with a teddy?
I always carry my teddy bear.
And has Brenda been taking lessons from Paul McKenna?
Look into my eyes, Alex.
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal from Warrington in Cheshire. Amongst the hopefuls waiting to meet Brenda Haller with their collectibles is Alex.
I've brought my grandmother's silver along today. I'm hoping for a fair price. I'm selling it on behalf of my mother, so she's holding the purse strings today. I'm just being the puppet.
Like silver tea sets. Not really in vogue, but I need one at the moment, so I might go up to about 300-ish, something like that. Hi, Alex.
Hi,
I'm Brenda. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good. You brought something very clean.
Very shiny, yes.
Very shiny, with gilt inside. And is it solid silver?
Yes.
So it's got the right hallmarks.
Definitely.
And it's London, 1918.
Yes.
OK. Tell me the history of it. Whose is it?
It's my great-grandmother's. It was her wedding present.
Right.
Passed to my grandmother. She had it valued about 30 years ago, and from the valuation was petrified if anything happened to it, so it went straight in the attic.
So, going back the generations, would this have been bought new for your great-grandma?
I'm presuming so, for a wedding
Those
present.
dates
yes.
work out, do they?
Yes.
OK. it's just in pristine condition. You know, she couldn't have done a better thing, really. But it's a shame it's not been used for all those years, isn't it? I'll get some money out.
Yeah.
See where we go. 50. 1. 50. 2. 250. £300.
I think that's a nice place to start.
There's obviously, what, 20-something ounces of silver here.
I think there's actually 32.
32, is there?
When I look at these tea services today, I think, blimey, we are giving them away. And the sad news is people are not using them. They're not putting them out on the sideboard on a tray as they did when I was a lad. It scraps at £460. Dare I say such a thing? That a usable, quality tea set could be thrown into a melting pot. It's not right, really. The estimate is £350, £400. I think it's worth at least the lower estimate, £350.
Okay. All right.
If you could get another £50, it's about its money.
Okay. Everybody knows I don't like scrapping anything. So I will give you the £350, and I would assure you that it would not be scrapped.
Maybe £380?
No. Look into my eyes, Alex. You will accept £350.
£360?
No.
Okay, dear.
All right with Mum?
That's fine.
Well, it's all right with me then.
Thank you very much,
Alex.
Brenda.
Thank you.
That was brilliant. I'm very impressed, yeah. Very pleased. I'm sure my mum will put the money to some good use.
I think I can get a buyer for that. I might make £50 to £100 on that, all depending on the customer.
Find out later if Brenda succeeds. Tim Hogarth's up next. Will he be impressed by this furry friend?
Hiya, Dave.
All right.
You brought a little teddy bear in.
Correct, yeah.
And where did you get that from, Dave?
Out the loft. I've heard about the programme, so brought it out.
So is it something that you've had in the family?
Yeah, I've had it in the family for so many years, like 20 years.
Well, it's made by a company called Snooker.
Right.
So in teddy bear terms, in German teddy bears, the main teddy bear manufacturer is Steiff.
Right.
And then the next one is Snooker. Snooker tend to do what you call like novelty things. So you get these in little scent bottles, you get compacts in them, you get little purses with them on. So have you got any idea of his value?
I've got an idea what I would accept.
Right, so you have got an idea of his value, haven't you, Dave? Right, what about £20?
I think it's more than that. It's valued more than that.
£30, Dave.
A little bit more, I reckon.
Well, I do like teddy bears, but I don't like it that much.
Well, it's Shuko, isn't it? It's 1930s, it's in nice order, and we all love teddies.
Yeah.
Now, what's a big, strong lad like you doing with a teddy?
I always carry my teddy bear in.
I like that, you see. Even big lads can have teddies. I had a teddy, the great things, estimation 40 to 60. 30's on the table. See if you can put a little bit more in. The lad's parting with his teddy. Give him a few more quid.
What about £35, Dave?
Change 2 of them.
Am I going to sell it? Do you think I'll sell it?
I think you will.
You would say that, though, wouldn't you?
Obviously. Yes, I would.
£40 if we got a deal.
Don't
ask me for any more.
Got a deal. Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you, Dave. I think I paid too much for the bear, £40. I think I'll get £40 for it.
Oh, Tim, we'll find out if he can squeeze a profit on the teddy later. Now, will Helen strike it lucky with these snooker cards?
These items seem to be extraordinary. I don't know a single thing about them, but I like the look of them.
I'd seen them on the show before and they were quite valuable, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what we'll get. I'm quite excited now.
David and auctioneer Max are waiting for their cue just in case Victoria needs any help.
Now, these are the most extraordinary things that you've brought in here.
Thank you.
I've never seen anything like it. Now, I want you to tell me all you can about them, please.
Well, all as I know is my husband's asked me to bring them in today. He got them off his dad, and he's had them ever since I've been with my husband, which is 28 years, so...
long time.
That's pretty much all I know. They come out every now and again when he wants to show them off and say, oh, look what I've got, but that's all.
There's 52 of these cards, and they were originally given away with tungsten batteries, so they were an advertisement for them. And it was all Joe Davis's moves in billiards and snooker.
Yeah.
Well, they're extraordinary things, and the date on this packet is 1935, so they're quite early. And there's obviously these battery people have given this away as an advertisement, and they must have had some connection with Joe Davis. Even I know that he was a great billiard player and snooker player, champion. So I rather like these. I think in a funny little way, they're quite interesting.
Now, Max, we've got something here which is very unusual. How are you going to estimate it?
I haven't seen a set like this. You know, these collectors will pay money for rare things. So I've gone in at 180 to 220, around the £200 mark.
Okay. That sounds realistic. Our independent valuers, they've said 200 to 250, but it's one of those lots that could really fall down. You just never know.
It's a gamble, really.
Okay. Now, the dealer today is Helen. Now, Helen knows a thing or two about everything. Let's see what her instincts are, and let's see what she puts on the table.
There's £100. Have you seen one of these before?
Never.
Well, there you go. There's a Scottish £100 note.
A Scotch £100? Are they legal here? We only have 50 quid here.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I think my husband was hoping for more.
Now, is he hoping for a lot more, or is he just hoping for a little bit more? Do we know? Or you're not going to tell me, are you?
No.
There's 150 there.
I think it was definitely a bit more. He was.
You think he's wanting some more? How about 170? How about £190? Are you getting a little bit more tempted?
Yeah, we are getting a little bit more tempted.
You're getting a little bit more tempted?
Yeah.
Well, here's David to give you some advice.
Well, I'm fascinated. We have a Scottish 100. We don't have 100 south of the border. We've only got a 50.
That's because you can't change them yet, David.
Up there, they've got 100. Amazing, isn't it? OK, our independent valuers and auctioneer, they've said 2 to 250. Now, that's not a bad offer with no commission to deduct. Is that it, Helen?
That's the thing. For me, I know nothing about these. I do like them. My 190's on the table. For me, that's it.
You know, I love her to bits. The way she says, I know nothing about these things. You bet your life she knows something.
I swear I don't. I know who Joe Davis is, and I know I like the look of this.
OK.
That's it.
There is a reasonable chance you could make more, but it's a fair old gamble. So I'm going to leave this weighty decision with yourself.
Thank you, David. Well, the choice is going to be yours, Vicky. There's 190 quid on the
So
table.
you would be prepared to go to 2?
I'm not going to go to 2. I'm going to stick it. I've got to stick at 190. The choice, my dear, is now going to be yours.
I think I'm going to have to go to auction.
Well, I do hope it works out for you.
Thank you.
And thank you very,
Lovely to
very
meet you.
much.
OK, over to you, to the auction. What do you think, Max? Have you got a chance?
Well, I think we stand a chance. I mean, who knows how many of these sets have survived? I mean, they were promotional items given away. Probably 90% ended up in the bin. So they are rare things.
OK. They're there for the taking. What do you think at home?
I'm sorry I missed those cards. I really like them, and I hope the lady does very well at auction with them.
It's a day out of the auction. Never done it before, so it should be good.
Let's pop over to the auction room and see if Max can clinch the deal.
The reserve is 180 quid. You turned down 190. You could have potted 190 quid into that corner pocket, but you said no. I'm going to go to the auction. Have you done the right thing?
We'll see.
We're about to find out.
What should we say about those collector's items? A couple of £100, shall we say? A couple of £100. No? Any interest on the net? 110 bid.
110 on the internet. No good, not enough.
120, 130, 140.
It is creeping very slowly.
Back in the room at 150.
Blimey, it's like pulling teeth.
170, 180.
180 on the internet.
Now we're on the net at £180. At 180 then, no further interest.
The gavel has just gone down at £180 on the internet. It is less than was offered on the dealer's day. When I take off the commission, it leaves you with 148, £148. Are you disappointed?
A little, but they've sold, so I'm happy.
The wee Helen. Canny girl you are, love. You've got the real deal.
Coming up, has Brenda got a new man in her life?
Have you divorced her?
No, not yet.
Oh.
I'm only joking.
Will she make him an offer he can't refuse?
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal.
Next up is Paul. Will he wrap Brenda around his little finger?
It's a tough nut to crack.
I might make an offer of around about 150. If I get it for less, I'll be really happy.
I'm going to have my work cut out, definitely.
Good luck.
Paul,
Brenda, nice to meet you.
how are you doing?
OK, fine, thank you.
All right. Have you divorced her?
No, no.
Are you sure?
No, not yet.
Oh.
No, I'm only joking.
So, whose ring is this?
Ring belongs to my wife. She was giving it off a family friend over 20 years ago now.
Right.
She's only a teenager, my wife, when she got it.
Okay. She doesn't like wearing it?
Well, it's too small for her now. It doesn't fit anymore.
The diamonds are quite nice, actually. But the actual ruby is very rubbed. It's a softer stone to diamonds. So it's obviously been sort of worn quite a lot. And looking at the shank, which is this bit, that's 18 carat, and that's pretty scratched as well. So it's been worn quite a lot. But I quite like the little diamonds either side. OK, so it's just stuck in a drawer.
It's just stuck in a drawer, yeah, has been for years.
I'll get my purse out. 50. It's a good colour.
It's a lovely colour, my favourite colour.
Is it?
Yeah.
100. How's 100 do you?
It's getting close.
Is it? 120.
I was looking for a little bit more than that, to be honest.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Not leaving me a lot of profit. I'll make it £130. And that's where I would be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Then we're both happy.
Yeah.
You're happy, I'm happy, happy chap.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. Brenda's not as bad as what I expected. She's lovely, absolutely.
The two diamonds either side were really nice, so I might have those made into just two little studs.
Oh, so everyone's a winner. Across the den, a cute little item has landed at Ian's table.
I'm looking to get £50 upwards for it as it's going to charity.
And I'm on 10%.
Well, let's hope Ian buys it then.
Hi, I'm Ian.
I'm Robbie.
Robbie, hello.
Hello, Ian.
And you are?
Trevor.
Trevor.
Yes.
Robbie and Trevor.
Yeah.
Right. And what is your relationship?
It's my dad.
Your dad, okay. Yeah, I suppose there's a resemblance there. Teapot. Who does it belong to?
It was my late mother's.
Your late mother's.
From a collection. She had a collection of teapots.
It's what, 1920s, 1930s, Shelley.
That's right, yeah.
I imagine it's marked. Yes, it is marked. As you know, it's got a big crack in it.
Yeah.
And there's a big chunk out of it. And there's another little chunk out of the actual top here, as you can see.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you do that?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Are you positive?
I'm positive.
I think my mother's made a cup of tea. I think I could imagine her actually...
Using it?
Yes.
And smashing it?
Accidentally.
Accidentally. If I made you an offer It won't be a very high offer because I have to take into account the fact that it is damaged.
I am donating the money to the Multiple Sclerosis Society because that's what my mum suffered from towards the end of her life.
What I offer you would not be fair. You know, I'd probably offer you £50, okay? I know that there are certain collectors who will probably pay in excess of £50 for it. Personally, I would suggest that you took it to auction. Two people fighting over it might push the price up to 100, 110, something like that.
Trevor and Robbie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Shelley, Mabel, Lucy, Atwell. Going to charity, 50 to 80 is the estimation. There are teapot collectors out there. I think it's desirable. The only downside is the damage to it. It just takes the edge off it. I'm going to say on the day 50 is not bad. It might bring more at auction, but no guarantee.
As David said, you know, I think it's worth the chance. You haven't lost anything. And if it doesn't sell, I'll give you my phone number and I'll buy it from you. Good luck at auction.
Nice to meet you.
Have you been in an auction before?
I haven't been, no.
Never?
No.
Well, now's your chance to experience it. So good luck, and let's hope it means a lot more for you. Thank you very much for bringing it along.
£40 in the room, got away on the net, that was quick.
Well, in memory of your mum, this teapot, which she obviously loved, you're going to give away to the Warrington Multiple Sclerosis Society. The reserve is 45 quid, so it needs to get over 45 quid.
Yes.
The question is it going to sell? Well, I think it is. Let's see what happens.
This is this little Shelley, Mabel, Lucy Atwell design teapot. We're selling this for charity, ladies and gentlemen, so be generous. £50, shall we say 50? 25 with me on commission at £25. Further bids now at 25, 30, 35, 35, 40, 45, 45, 50. Commission's out, it's on the net.
It's past the reserve of 45, so 50.
Anybody else in the room now? Have a bidder on the net at 50. We're selling at that then, ladies and gentlemen.
The gambler's just gone down at £50, which is exactly the same amount as there was offered by Ian Towning. The auctioneer has very kindly not taken any commission. Are you satisfied with that?
Yes.
You're happy with that?
Yep.
Okay, it's going to the Warrington Multiple Sclerosis Society in memory of your late mum. Her name was?
Irene Fox.
Irene? If you're looking down, love, it's going to a very worthy cause. That was the real deal.
It certainly was, David. After the break, Tim's in the mood for spending.
Well, I could give you £6 for that, £3 for that, £1.50 for that. No, I'm only joking.
But who will be laughing all the way to the bank?
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal.
It's been a busy day in Warrington, but we still have time for one last shiny deal.
I'm looking to get somewhere between £3,500 and £4,000.
Got a large collection of gold coins, and I know that I will buy them.
Very confident there, Tim, but will you stump up enough cash?
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Tim.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, and you?
You've got a few quid there, haven't you?
Certainly have. They were left to me about 15 years ago by an uncle. He emigrated to America, and he left me these gold coins.
So this is the Queen's father, King George VI. The date, 1937, for the coronation. And that one as well, 1911, that's for the coronation as well of King George V. These are £5 coins.
Right.
So there is the equivalent of 5 single sovereigns in that coin. So that makes it quite a valuable coin.
Yeah.
These are £2 coins.
Yeah.
So this is the value of 2 sovereigns.
Right.
The sovereigns were our currency. We were on the gold standard, and we went off the gold standard in the 1920s. So do you want to know how much in value they've gone up?
I'd love to know, yes.
Well, I could give you £6 for that, £3 for that, £1.50 for that.
Thank you.
No, I'm only joking. I shall delve deep. Now, my opening offer, Dave, in there is £2,500, fresh from the bank.
Right.
So 50, 100, 152, 253, 354, 455, 556, 657, 758, 859, 950, 10, £3,500, 50, 100, 152, £3,800.
What's on the table?
£3,800,
Okay.
David.
Our independent valuers have gone 3.6 to 4.6. But the valuation, we believe it to be about 4,200. So we're kind of looking at Tim's generosity here, and we're saying, we know you've got to make a profit. At the moment, there looks like 400 quid. I'm going to leave you with Tim, because I don't think it's fair for me to challenge too hard. I think if you could get a little bit more, I would not be more greedy than that, and I would let the lad have his profit.
So, Dave, what do you think?
Could we just do slightly more on that end column?
I'll go another 50.
3,850.
3,850.
Okay, we've got a deal. Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you very much. What are you going to spend the money on?
Well, I've got 5 grandchildren. We're going on holiday shortly, so it'll get spent.
They're going to spend it for you, aren't
No
they?
doubt,
You're going to have to
yeah.
divvy it up between them all.
No, don't say that.
David, we're really pleased for you. Our contributors have walked away with over £5,000, but have the dealers been able to turn their investments into profits? Helen was delighted to take back her own slice of Scottish history.
I'm going to have to pay £150 for it, because I really want to have it. I think it should go home.
OK.
But a passing customer was even more keen to own it, and it's now enjoying pride of place back in Clydeside. Bottom of the class today was Ian, who failed to spend anything at all.
Not for me, definitely for auction, I'm afraid. Personally, I would suggest that you took it to auction.
Must do better next time, Ian. Brenda had no trouble in splashing the cash. She paid £350 for the silver tea set and £130 for the ring. But so far, she hasn't been able to find a buyer for either. So it was down to Tim to show Ian and Brenda how to spend big and make a profit. After a tough deal with Georgina...
£4.90. It's like watching paint dry, isn't it?
Tim sold the bracelet for a £50 profit at an antiques fair.
OK, we've got a deal. Yeah.
And he sold the coins to a bullion dealer for £3,950. That just leaves the little bear.
Am I going to sell it? Do you think I'll sell it?
I think you will.
He did, and for £45 in his shop just days later. Nice one, Tim.
We've had a great day here in Cheshire. Lots of action, lots of buying, lots of selling. That's what I like to see. Don't forget to join me, David Dickinson, next time. The Dickinson's Real Deal. See you.